All right, welcome everybody today to another edition of the Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer tournament. This is part of the bracket stages, and we've got a good one today for you. I'm the Haxer, and today I am joined by Pro A007. How's it going, man?
Good, good. And yeah, this is a big one. In another year, this will be the finals. This year, it's the quarterfinals. Our last two champions going head to head, also for the third straight year. MaCobra, the 2019 champion, versus mitchflowerpower, the 2020 champion. So yeah, this is huge. The winner of this match will move on to the semifinals and will actually face my co-commentator, the Hacksaw, next week. So, yeah, I know why you're here. I'm also here, I guess, not completely out of altruism, because I'm also a semifinalist. So I may well be facing one of these fine competitors in the finals for the third place game.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, as you mentioned, in another year it could have been the finals, and that year was last year. So
Yeah,
and it did
exactly.
go
Yeah.
5 games. So I know we haven't had a ton of 3-game series, but
No.
if there is one that's a good contender, it's probably this one.
Yeah, only 5 of the 19 matches so far have gone the distance. Yours yesterday with Stewie Cartman went 3, but yeah, those have been outliers so far. Yeah, so quick recap: MaCobra is the 2 seed with an average time of 33:30 through his group play matches. Mitch, the 7 seed, has an average of 34:44 through his 6 matches. So yeah, these runners are ready to go. And MaCobra, the 2019 champion, defeated Mitch 2-zip in the semifinals in 2019, and then 2020, Mitch won the championship 3-2 over MaCobra. So the rubber match between these two. We lead off in World 1 with a 1-fort world, and it is 5F2, and both runners synced up perfectly here.
Yeah, nice safe fort to get started here. You can P-speed through just with your normal vanilla P-speed strats, which both these runners are going to be very familiar with, although MaCobra is a little more accomplished on the randomizer side of things. He's also a fairly accomplished vanilla speedrunner as well.
Yeah, these Mitch, obviously, I would say is probably like number 1 or number 2 in the world. MaCobra's in the top 15, I'd say, with very good Warpless and Hundo times to his credit. So he knows his... Oh, but unfortunately got a little tied up there.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Not one you want to take against Mitch, and then of course, immediately getting the unfair hammer bro fight. For that reason is why we see Mitch hitting the mushroom house, which isn't something you see, even someone like Mitch do very often. But I don't really blame him here, because let's see what we get. Okay, didn't need to do it, but better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, MaCobra is probably not going to go for the hammer for the mushroom house, but he will take on the hammer bro and get a pretty easy draw there. So yeah, 2 unfortunate deaths there early for MaCobra, but we got a lot of game left to be played, and the mushroom house kind of offset some of his time loss.
Yeah, absolutely. Mitch is going to be the first one out of the world here. Does have a tail to his name, which could be a nice item at the start of the next world. Whether it's damage boosting through levels, flying through forts. It's actually a pretty nice utility item.
Yeah, it kind of goes against that idea in vanilla, where you rarely use the tail because it's not as fast as being regular Mario, Fire Mario. But here it can really give you a little bit of flexibility to work with, and for some levels it's particularly advantageous.
Yeah, absolutely. The main difference here, and of course we get a fort right off the bat, and having the tail, he's gonna check it out, and we get 3F1 here. So Probably won't see door 3, I would imagine, but you know, it's out there.
Yeah, he putting those P-speeds, that's a very good use. MaCobra right behind him. There's a 12-second difference between the runners through World 1. And MaCobra is going to make a pit stop for the item, gets his mushroom back. He's going to go for a second helping, sees the tail, like, no thanks.
Yeah, I think he was hoping for a fire flower there.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I don't blame him waiting for that tail to fall. Meanwhile, Mitch in 5-2 here can be a little unfair sometimes. Off that pipe entry off the start, you might get a boss bass that just immediately gulps you, but you know, pretty safe one here, except for that Paragoom, of course.
Yeah, so 5-2 is a weird stage at the outset, but otherwise it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you can't really do the slide strats, because as you noticed, they're the Paragoombas, the Paracoopas, and those will damage you while sliding, so...
Yeah, so we have our first one of 9 lost level stages, a 1-6 beta. Not a particularly difficult stage, although it does seem to have an abundance of fire chomps and snakes. But,
absolutely. And yeah, so I got a question of what's randomized. So the world order, the level order, the number of obstacles that are in your way in each world that you know, you require forts to complete to get past, so such as bridges that are out or locks, the airships at the end of the world as well, and we've also added some additional levels to it that were found in the code of the game, and then the enemy sets that you find within the levels are also randomized.
So Mitch actually picked up a hammer there, and he actually is going to use it here. An interesting choice on his part. Unfortunately, it's not going to help him much. He skips one stage.
Ooh. You probably would have rather used it there, huh? But ooh, okay. MaCobra's gonna save it. So that could be big if he can skip 6-6 here. That's gonna save a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely. And he gets tanks. And he, you know, 6-6 is not a particularly pleasant stage, as Mitch is rediscovering once again. This is not any fun at all. But, you know, it could be one of those stages you kind of just grin and bear it. It's like, oh, fine, just get it over with.
Oh man, the Paracoopas too. Yikes.
Yeah. So just a star there. So Cobra on his way now to dealing with double fire bros.
Yeah, you'll notice the oh, he's definitely gonna hammer here. He's gonna save so much time with this.
Well, well, I think he's gonna take a look. He's like, well, how bad is it gonna be? Well, yeah, it's not great. Oh, he's gonna stick with it. I kind of agree with this. We still have World 3. The double hammer play is a possibility.
Yeah, that's true.
World 2 is still in play. World 4 even though that's extremely unlikely, could still be a thing. Skip one stage there. So Mitch is in Air Force right now and gunning through it.
Thankfully, a stage that, you know, works out pretty well as Small Mario, believe it or not, so not too terribly difficult. You know, if you miss an A-press, you're gonna take a death either way in that one, probably.
Yeah. So we have, this is a 3-fort world, and they're all fairly linear in terms of the draws, so, you know, not a bad thing. Like, there's no second guessing here. You gotta play it straight through. So 6F1, Mitch is in, elevator fort. Ooh, takes a hit there to the drive. Almost got hit by a disco waffle.
Does pick up a star. He's not gonna make it, so he's gonna have to, you know, stop and hope for that one too. But
yeah, well, that's all right. Speeds things up.
Yeah, not too bad here. forts anyway. This one's just kind of long. Thankfully, you know, the forts are kind of in the way to the end of the world, so you know, I don't know about you, but sometimes it's a relief because you know your opponent doesn't have a huge advantage potentially by just choosing the correct fort.
Right, no, yeah, this, if you're gonna, World 6 can be tricky that way, because you can get some ugly, patterns there, as far as that goes, and, you could have to make some unpleasant decisions, but this time it was pretty linear, but 6 can be nasty if it wants to be. So we have a one-stage gap between our runners. Mitch, checking out his anchor, gets a P-Wing, and it's the World 4 airship.
Not the airship you want to see with a P-Wing, but, you know, knowing this boss, it's a good equip, because if you get a 5-hitter, you just, you know, you want power-ups against him. He's probably the toughest, I would say, personally.
Yeah, he certainly can be. Normal Wendy with 5 hits is not any fun at all.
Yeah, she's kind of in the same boat, you know, on these uneven stages, really difficult to navigate sometimes.
If you can get Fire Mario in the World 4 airship with Lemmy, that's an easy fire kill. That's probably one of the easiest. So, got a P-Wing there. So in World 7 now, for Mitch.
Alright, so we got a kind of more obvious path here for him, at least. You know, one pipe's useless, so that's always a good sign. Honestly, if I see... I want 2 worthless pipes right off the bat. I don't know about you, because then I know exactly where to go.
That is preferable, yes. That is what I hope for. If it's 3-pipe Monty, you hope that 2 of the pipes roll Snake Eyes. That parallel made any sense, but anyway, so 6-2 for Mitch. It is a 1-fort world. We saw a 10 there. He knows where he has to go. He's racing to that pipe to get to that fort because it's required.
Yeah, so he took note of where it was, and being that we don't see any obstacles, it's a pretty safe bet that you're gonna need to play it. So this isn't that much of a gamble from him.
No. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward as far as everything goes. Mitch is in Piranha Fort 7F2, using a pair of stars to help get him through the opening room. For new players, one of the scariest rooms in the game, just because everything is basically out to get you.
Yeah, we see Mitch wanting to conserve this power-up, because he doesn't have a ton of inventory right now. I would, think if he had more inventory, he'd probably just damage boost there, but, it's kind of a risk going into these levels small.
Mm-hmm. And that is part of the trick with turning brackets is you are going to have to be a little more conservative with your style at times because your inventory is going to be artificially low. So Mitch getting right to the heart of the matter here. Going to Piranha 2. Wow, nice pipe draw. Yeah,
beautiful there. So, just based on that, we know the fort was required because at minimum it's 2 stages of a fort, and since he was only able to get there in 2 stages, we know it was required. So
and the lock was like right in front of the castle on top of all of that. So yeah, it was 100% required. We're in the World 2 airship. So we've seen 1, 2. All our forts have been required so far. There's been no optional fort play here.
It's a good item usage of the star in the Piranha Plant level. If you don't have a music box, probably the best play.
Yeah, 12-12 wand grab for Mitch. MaCobra is going to use one of his 2 P-Wings. He's got 2 hammers, so keep that in mind, chat. He's still got places to use them. Mitch has no hammers. So MaCobra could turn the tables here.
Mitch has 1.
He has 1? Okay.
Yep.
So if double hammer play comes into effect here in World 3, Well, not quite. Do have a World 2 here.
And MaCobra getting the off-screen there, going to save a little bit of time. So if you catch that wand off-screen, it skips the falling animation, as we'll see at the end here. And he goes right to the king room.
Yeah, he gained a little bit of time. He was 36 seconds behind Mitch through 3 worlds. So now we're World 2.
Yeah, that was a really great P-Wing usage because not only did he get the off-screen, he drew one of the best airships to have on him as well.
Yeah, World 2, 6, and 7 are the best ones to use it in. Just because of the constant elevation changes. Oh, so here's a good hammer slot. Okay, it's 1 fort. Now, the trick with 1 fort, if you don't know, is logic always assumes you go for the item. So, by definition, it cannot stop you from finishing the world. On the other hand, in this case, not going for the item would actually make this world much longer.
Yeah, so this is going to save him, I believe, a stage. You know, playing this.
Two stages. He doesn't have to play 2-1.
Yeah. I mean, if he just, you know, used the pipe and went 1-3. And then
Cobra. Wow. Cobra is holding onto his hammers.
Yeah, I think he kind of made it clear when he didn't use it in 6 that he's gambling on World 3. You know, having the death start there, which honestly has happened to me a lot this year. I think a lot more than it did last year, even.
One of those things. It kind of runs in cycles. We got a thick Morton, so.
So yeah, Mitch is going to have this lead here, and it'll be significant for a while. It's really going to come down to probably World 3.
Yeah, that's where we're at here as far as this match is concerned. If MaCobra can skip about 4 stages, he's going to swing the momentum back. He did get the stages he did choose to play, 6-3 and 6-4, weren't terrible. There's another hammer.
No.
Oh, the double hammer is not.
Oh yeah, double hammers. Well, I mean, it could be, or was that the end right there? Did Mitch find the end?
Did he?
Because if he didn't find the end, there still is a double hammer play here, technically going into that pipe.
Technically, yeah, but it's not saving the kind of time we would hope it would save. We got 6-9 on MaCobra's screen. He's holding onto his cloud as well. Mitch used it to skip this stage. Mitch is in Fort Knox, 7F1.
Yeah, I would assume that he saved the hammers. He's probably just going to use them immediately and go to that pipe. I don't... I mean, he could save it for World 4, but it just, you know, at best you get to skip a stage, and that's pretty rare.
Yeah, okay, so... Alright, so Mitch is going to check the pipe at the starting gun, and, okay, takes him off to the side, so... Okay,
his path is free, because we do see that lock there still, so,
yeah.
You just gotta find the pipe now.
Oh, double hammer is out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That really could kill this run for MaCobra. We'll see. So we got about a few worlds to play here. We got 1702 for MaCobra. Mitch is about to take on Wendy in her vanilla World 3 airship.
Very nice kill.
Yeah, 1727. So we just have worlds 4 and 5 left. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. We have 9 forts left in play. So, wish I could share this on the screen, but wonder what'll be in World 8.
Well, it's probably a guarantee of 3F2.
That is still in play, yeah. World 2 Fort, 3F2, both the World 4 Forts, 5F1, 6F2, Navy, 8 Fort, and Super Tanks are still in play.
Yeah, Super Tanks is another one that seems like shows up there a lot.
Yeah. So... Double hammer guess doesn't get work. Princess gives another hammer. Yeah, there's a certain logic to that.
Hey, I played a seed yesterday where, you know, Stewie and I didn't get any hammers, and then we got 4 after they were useful, so...
Yeah, that's happened a couple of times to me in the last month or so. It's like... I'm sure Fred won't admit it, the game does have a certain sardonic sense of humor about this kind of stuff.
Yes, let me give you these items that will now be useless and clutter your inventory.
Exactly. You know, perfect system. So MaCobra is in the airship. Mitch took care of 4F2, so 4F1's got to be very close by. Because reasons.
Probably the blue one right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing the lock at the beginning of the world there, you feel good about that one because you know that you're not going to have to play the other forward if it wasn't in the route, of course.
Alright, so Mitch is in the quicksand stage. MaCobra grabs the wand at 1936, so holding steady on his about 2-minute deficit. So he's...
Yeah, this one's moving by pretty quick. This is going to be one of the longer worlds, it looks like.
Yeah, something's wrong here. I rolled this scene, they should be, cursing me by now.
Well, then the 5 tile is going to be Atlantis. I'm calling it right now.
Alright, there we go. You heard it here first. And the World 4 forts are not paired. 2 fort is gatekeeping.
Yeah, that's interesting. Alright. Gets a nice star there. Great item. He's going to be able to now one-cycle this room with P-Speed.
Yeah. And actually, Dust Minion brought up a good point. If that 5 tile is Atlantis, that's big for MaCobra, because he still has his cloud.
Oh, that's true. Yep. That is kind of what he needs at this point to get back in this one, because that one is over a minute long.
Yeah, instead it's 2-4, but World 4 could still have something forced, so we'll see. But yeah, it's like, well, that helped Mustard in our match on Wednesday. He was like, I think 2.5 minutes behind. He had a cloud I'd already used, and he got to skip Atlantis, so he went from like 2:30 down to like about 1:15, just like that.
Yeah, it's always a tough decision on where to use those. It seems like when you use them early, it tends to bite you later on, at least in my experience. But, sometimes it doesn't, I guess. And part of the reason why, if I see 5-9 early, I might just play it. Because, I have a feeling something worse is coming. I've had it happen a lot of times.
Yeah. So MaCobra's in the World 2 fort. Mitch is dealing with a 5-hit Roy in his vanilla airship. So we have World 4 remaining. The World 6 airship is last. If they have a tail, they might arm themselves with that ahead of time and save themselves a little bit of time.
Yeah, I've seen them collect a couple P-Wings. I'm not sure. I think MaCobra might have used his already, though.
I believe he has, yes. So 21:45 for MaCobra through 6 worlds. We now enter World 4, and okay, so we have a level here, 7-9. Mitch not going to go for the pipe clips.
Yeah, this is kind of unfortunate when you think about it, because this is a great level for MaCobra to Cloud, but it's such a huge risk for him to do so.
Yeah,
this port on the other side, so...
Yeah, unless he really goes for broke and it's like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do this. You know, then he'd be justified, but even then...
Honestly, if I were him, I might just make that play, because he has to know that Mitch probably used hammers, right?
Oh, Cobra does not have his cloud anymore? Oh, he skipped a stage, okay.
Okay.
So that explains his...
Yeah, okay. But, okay, here we go. 3F2.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, MaCobra is about 84 seconds back, with 1 to go. Oh, he skipped the fort. Thank you. Okay, he skipped 4F2. So yeah, that explains the time jump. Thank you, chat. Appreciate it.
So yeah, Mitch deciding to go this route first, and they're both going to make the same choice because, you know, you have to play this fort to complete the world. So just in terms of, you know, number of levels played, it makes the most logical sense, even though you see the other one first.
Right, and it does indeed build the bridge. So MaCobra actually missed out on a chance to shave a few seconds there, as he had Raccoon Mario going in. He could have flown up. Unfortunately, did not work out. Because Cheap has to ruin everything, because that's what he does.
Yep, not the most fun enemy to get in any level, really.
So MaCobra, Mitch dealing with Iggy, 3 hits.
And, ooh, deciding to fight the bros, interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I know what he's going for. I think, well, he's probably hoping for a hammer suit at this point.
Yeah, they don't have a Bowser item that I've seen, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and gets knife, and strikes out P-Wing and Mushroom. Alright, so World 8, the Great Equalizer. 3 pipes, a lock, and 8-2. Interesting.
I mean, I like seeing the level in the corner off the bat, but I don't really like seeing the 3 pipes.
Yeah, I got my preferred choice is 1 of everything.
Yep, pretty much. We can get a hand in the middle of nowhere, a level in the middle of nowhere, and a pipe and a fort. You know, it's pretty good.
Yeah, 3 pipes checked, and okay, we have 2 bridges and a hand behind the pipe. So he maybe is going to be his first destination right off the bat. MaCobra is going to be...
At this point, you just play 2 forts. You know, if you don't see anything break on the screen, you go back to the home screen and that lock's still there, then you go and you check. It's kind of the logic at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So, Cobra takes care of Iggy, Mitch takes care of Boom Boom. So, 1 minute, 40 seconds separating our runners after 7. Mitch, okay, nothing broke there. There's 8 fort. And it's a vanilla 8 fort on top of that.
Yeah, the rotordisc throwing them off there can be a little troublesome.
Yeah. So we still have, what do we have left? 4F1, 5F1, 6F2, and Super Tanks are still on the board. Possibly we're going to see 2 of those.
Nice 1 cycle there, just kind of navigating through the enemies. He really does want to keep this Fire Flower.
Yes.
And he's going to try to do so, because it is a nice time save in Bowser's Castle, but if he does have to lose it, you know, he'll accept that as well, probably.
Alright,
so let's go and play another one. You know?
Lock in the corner breaks, so that could be huge. That probably leads to the hand bridge.
And yeah, he was hoping this was a fort, and as we mentioned, because the flower's so valuable, he'll probably just play it. He might have to go up in that upper section anyway. As you mentioned, there could be a pipe up there that brings him to where he wants to go to play those final fours. But
yeah, exactly. He's going to have to play these out regardless. MaCobra taking care of Boo Boo. He took some damage there. All right, so Super Tanks and Air Force are connected to each other now to get there. That's the trick. Okay, got there.
Oh, and he gets to go on the correct side there as well. Does lose the fire. I'm not sure. It's a tough one. I mean, this is a lot faster with a tail. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, he realized it now.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I think he just realized when he got there. He's like, wait, I shouldn't have done that. I don't have fire. But not too big of a deal. I mean,
yeah.
The reality is, it's tough to keep. It's going to be tough for him to keep fire anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's still always the chance he picks up something along the way. He's got a mushroom, he's got a P-Wing, so he'll burn the P-Wing on Super Tanks and another Fred.
Super Tanks in World 8. Never seen before.
MaCobra is about a stage and a half behind, about a stage and a half to 2 stages behind right now. Probably, unless some insane mistake happens, I think Mitch is in pretty good shape right now, but Cobra keeping it close-ish. He's about a minute behind.
Yeah, I agree with the play Mitch just did, because you just have to go through so many pipes to go all the way back, that if it's the second fort, it's a huge amount of time to get back there. So, yeah, playing it safe there.
Alright, so Mitch is going to miss on sub 30, but is on his way to a very good time in game 1 here of this best of 3 quarterfinal.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice seed for the most part. I mean, I think the beginning was a little tough, but, you know, there weren't a lot of power-up. But other than that, it was pretty generous, I would say.
Yeah, so MaCobra is going back. He's gonna check checked the item. Came up short. He's hoping for a fire flower here.
He could get one here, and he gets another star. Not so bad. He'll be able to get through this part pretty easily between, you know, the star, and he can damage boost if need be as well. So.
Yeah, so Mitch needs 5 jumps from Bowser to take him out, and here we go.
The old-fashioned way.
Yep. Yeah, and Mike is the fire saying Mitch led wire to wire. That is correct. He was not trailing in any of the splits for the world splits. Well, MaCobra showing off some swag there. So, closes the gap pretty nicely, I will say. He did a very nice job, but unfortunately the double hammer gambit did not pay off here. And mitchflowerpower will score a Game 1 win, finishing with an official race time of 31:40.
GG's out for Mitch for race 1, so yeah, it kind of came down to that gamble, right, that MaCobra made.
Yep.
Just unfortunately didn't work out.
Yeah, it's a fairly low percentage play, truth be told, but if it pays off, it is enormously helpful. Unfortunately, the pipes and the map draw was not giving him what he needed.
And you know, it's totally justifiable. Maybe he feels like going in that you know, he needs some of those things to go his way to win this. And yeah, that's fair. It just didn't happen this time. yeah, you know, we'll be working on rolling the next seed. And we'll be back shortly with a little more action. So, you know, take a little bit of a break, guys. We'll be back and talk about what needs to happen in game 2. All right, what's going on, guys? We have the seed rolled. We're waiting for the runners to just get ready at this point. So yeah, what do you think MaCobra needs to change going into race 2 to even this one up?
I don't think he has to change a whole lot. He readily admitted that those early deaths in 2.5 and the hammer bro kind of tilted him a little bit, and I think he was thinking he was really behind, and he really needed something big to kind of turn the tables back in his favor.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was not so, and he fell short as a result. But he came back from 2 minutes down after World 5, and he lost by only 44 seconds. So I think he, whatever nerves and nervous energy he may have been exhibiting, I think largely were shaken off by the time he finished Game 1. So I think now in Game 2 he might be a little more relaxed and may not be as angling for the double hammer play and hoping it pays off in World 3.
Yeah, when you think about it, if you go back to, if he hammers and skips 6-6, if he hammers and skips the level in World 2, if he music boxes in World 4, that makes up more than the difference between these two. So, I mean, from the point where Mitch built the advantage, he actually brought it back quite a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those, it's tough, man, because he probably felt like he's playing the levels and the levels aren't very difficult to a certain point too. And so you kind of worry, well, okay, if I'm playing well, my opponent's probably playing well too. So, that sometimes factors in as well.
Yeah. I think we might see what happened in between what happened in Game 2 of your match yesterday with Stewie. Stewie, had some tech issues before the match. I think that kind of threw him off a little bit. And Game 1 was not his best performance, but Game 2 he came out and played about as well as I've seen him in this tournament. He played extremely well in Game 2, brought it to back even.
Yeah, and in Game 2, his decisions were a little different than mine too, and some of the routing, and so it worked out for him, and he was able to build up a lead. I had no chance to overcome. Even if I didn't make some of the mistakes I had made earlier, he still wins just based on the strength of the decisions he made in like World 7, for instance.
Yeah, that's, and I expect MaCobra will bounce back here in Game 2 and play more like he did in the latter half of Game 1. So we'll see what happens. Jack, get your predictions in for the first World. Last time it was World 1. What are we going to have today for this seed?
We've got quite a few choices there. The runners have readied up, and we should be getting started here in a couple seconds. So we'll know soon. So get it in now.
I'm gonna say World. I'm feeling this is a World 5 start this time.
All right. Are we going to get a crazy World 5 setup?
And yeah, 2 trips to the tower required. Now that's crazy.
Yeah,
I haven't had those one of those in a while. But it can happen. So, all right, runners, just about ready to kick this one off here. Game 2 of this best of 3 quarterfinal. The winner will face the Hacksaw in the semifinals next week, and we have a 3-4 World 3.
I can tell you right now that I don't know how MaCobra feels about this, but Mitch seeing this as the first World, he feels pretty good right now.
Yeah. And with both of them taking a hit to that drunk hotfoot, MaCobra's the first to boom boom. Mitch not far behind.
So yeah, MaCobra, going a little riskier on the boom boom kill. Feeling like he's got to find some way to gain an advantage here.
He's going on the attack. That kind of figured that was going to happen. So now it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do here after they take care of the fort and do those 3-6 tile. Do you play the third fort, or do you do a little reconnaissance?
I feel like here, because you're going to have to scroll the screen anyway, you might as well, before you play the third one. And honestly, I probably would have just done it before, playing any fort. It's kind of like what Mitch is doing, it looks like.
Yeah. So MaCobra is playing 3F1. He will get an orb kill on Boom Boom.
Yeah, if we don't see two obstacles on the other side of the screen scroll, you know, a bridge out and a lock, then pretty good assumption you're gonna have to play at least one of those.
Yeah, probably. So Mitch in 6-2, MaCobra in 4-2. MaCobra played the fort off to the side there. Mitch decided not to. He wants to see what he's getting himself into first. There are 3 pipes on the other side of this map here. One of them will take them to Wendy.
Yep. So there aren't going to be a ton of levels over here. But yeah, we'll see what the lock setup's like. Bridge locks.
Oh!
We need the bridge.
So...
Okay.
Oh!
No, we don't need a bridge. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, that's true. If MaCobra gets that bridge, though...
Yeah. Honestly, with the setup here, I think the play is probably to play both of them.
I would think so, yeah.
You gotta play this level anyway, so, you know, Mitch isn't gonna lose anything here playing this, but he might change his mind after playing this and go back.
Yeah. Mitch letting the Angry Sun run free. One thing I like to do is, as I make that final left turn, I like to take the one of the blocks and just like kick it out to the side here and just get rid of the Angry Sun. Like one less enemy to have to deal with.
Yeah, the sun's kind of annoying. Makes it troublesome sometimes to grab these blocks too because of the sprite limits.
Yeah, like okay, MaCobra instead. Where he was, instead of using it on the Koopa, I would have used it on the Angry Sun. But he missed.
Yeah, see, that's kind of what I figured with Mitch would go back. I think the play here is you just play both of them. It does get a little interesting, though, on MaCobra's side if the bridge is still out, because he technically only has to play 2 stages either way.
Right. One thing he might do here is he's going to go... I thought he was going to flush dead right and just kind of see if anything was broken. Oh,
there's a lock on the island. Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, that's
Mitch,
what...
Okay.
Okay.
They both did the same thing.
Yeah, but by a different route, yes. But, yeah, they stink up there. MaCobra with a slight lead going into Wendy and keeps his P speed.
Yeah, you know, he's played the levels a little more aggressive than Mitch, and also, I don't think did he fight as many hammer bros? I don't think he did.
He played one more, I think he played both, just like Mitch did.
Okay.
Because he had a forced draw, he had to play him. Mitch chose to play and got his P-Wing.
So yeah, I mean, just the little extra routing, a little more aggressive play in the first fortress. He's opened a little bit of a lead here, not too much. I mean, it's about a hammer bro.
Yeah, 13 seconds separating our runners through after World 3. Now we're into World 4, and we have an immediate fort.
Yep, I agree with this. You just go play it.
Yeah.
You see, you know, it's either gonna build the bridge or break the lock, and you just know what you have to do from there. Right.
This is a 2-fort world, at least 2 forts, so, you know, you're gonna have to do this regardless. But nice 5F1. This is one of the few stages forts we did not see in Game 1. Alright.
And immediately rewarded, so very nice.
Alright, MaCobra taking a second to kind of take stock of his situation here. Hammer actually could be useful here.
Yep. Oh wait, no. It's not.
Oh, no, never mind. No, never mind.
It is never useful in this world, I swear.
MaCobra, I don't know what MaCobra was doing there. He just lost his lead.
Yeah, Yeah, did he forget what had broken? I'm not really sure.
I think he might have just, I think he got a little twisted around with his routing, but MaCobra retakes the lead. With as you say, he's really going for it here in game 2. He's really pressing the attack.
I think he just saw a bunch of pipes and he was confused. He was like, wait. And then he was like, no, wait, there's 3 pipes on the screen, so there's nothing I can do. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had that happen too.
yeah. It's like, wait, what am I doing again?
Sometimes it's better to just take a little time, you know,
Yeah.
figure out what's going on, and then continue, you know, before you make a big mistake, so...
Right. Cobra, both of them using their stars here to take out the hammer bro, and actually they get different items. We got a star and a music box.
Yeah, looks like they fought opposite bros. Unfortunately, he's going to be not happy.
Oh!
Never mind.
Wow.
Okay. Never mind. He's going to be really happy he equipped that tail, because if that happened with the tail, it wasn't going to happen with Big Mario.
Wow, what a stink. Man, oh man. So...
Mitch, able to skip the other hammer bro, which only gave a star, so that's going to be a nice little advantage he has there.
Yeah, so we're in the World 5 airship. Normal Iggy. Ooh, hitboxed.
Yeah, the funny thing about that 7-1 clip, or 7-6 clip, they're both going to feel good about it because it didn't take many tries for Mitch and it was first try for MaCobra, but it basically gave no advantage to either one. It's the worst.
About an 8-second difference between our runners through 2 worlds after that sterling symphony. Alright, so 3 and 4 down. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 remain. I say 5. Let's continue with this. Nope.
I mean, you're going to be right eventually, so...
Yeah, well... Yeah. 7F2. Piranha Fort. Mitch kind of taking his time here.
It's a nice power-up. This is exactly one of the 2 you want to see. It's going to be able to P-speed through this top section here. Ooh, rubs the pipe there, though. Was probably trying to avoid some damage, which you can do with that enemy, but you really got to rub the top of that pipe.
Nice, nice crawl there by MaCobra. He staying close behind here. Over damage boosting as well through the final stretch. Got 2 clouds here.
2 clouds. Yeah, this is what I figured he's going to do. I'm surprised. I guess they haven't played 2 or 6 yet, so, you know, he'll probably fight the hammer bro, but... And he gets a cloud, so, I mean, you know, use a cloud, get a cloud.
Well, this could be advantageous.
Yeah, is he gonna go for the item here? No hammers. I think he should do it.
Yeah, ooh. He is going for it.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, this could pay off. This is early enough to where you could actually justify this. This is a world. The 6th world, probably not. You just want to get out of here.
Yeah, plus with the inventory situation of Bowser Adams, I mean, he doesn't get punished too hard there. I think it's only about an 8-second difference between just playing the level normally.
Yeah. 1041. So, but he has an extra cloud to play with, so he's behind a cloud. He's up a cloud in that respect.
Unfortunately, he didn't equip it here.
Yeah.
The game won't, but he gets the clip, so it doesn't matter. Alright.
Alright, so we're in World 6 now. This would be a good spot to use a cloud. Free pipe check. It's 4-5, not a particularly difficult stage.
Yeah, MaCobra is definitely going to use a cloud here. He's got way too many. Got to start burning some, right?
Yeah, he is gonna, I think, press the attack. He's 44 seconds back after 3 worlds, but we've got a lot of game left to be played. We still have World 7 on the board. Oh,
interesting.
Okay.
Surprised Mitch didn't just play the fort. So
yes,
kind of gambling here.
Yeah, he is. There we go. I would have played that fort, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, so I mean, you know, not necessarily going to decide it here, but this could.
Well, yeah, if MaCobra guesses right, he gains a stage on Mitch there. If he doesn't, it's negligible. So we'll see. So 5F2, 2-4. Which is it? Which is going to get us out of here?
All right, what happened? Oh, okay, Mitch got it right. Oh, man. That's tough.
Yeah. And now, okay, yeah. Oof. I was wrong about it being negligible. It actually was actually quite impactful. So, as it turned out, if they were in reverse positions, it would have been, paid off. So MaCobra is going to have to play 5F2. Mitch is in World 4 airship. He's got a Firefly, so he's got an easy fire kill. Oh, nice. Okay. Nicely done. So 1330.
That was such a big gamble. It ends up paying off, but you know, when you think about it, he actually went back, had to do the extra pipe transition and the hammer bro. So
yeah,
you know, if that didn't pay off, that was going to be big the other direction.
So yeah, 1336 at halftime here. So MaCobra is going to be about a minute or so behind right now.
Still not insurmountable by any means, you know, especially coming into the next world here.
Yeah. So, World 7 World 7 is a 1-fort World 7. Oh, wow. Oh.
Never mind.
Yikes. I can't believe I rolled this seed. This is so unlike me.
Yeah, I mean, out of it, you know, the first half in under 15 minutes. World 7 is going to be a one and done.
Yeah, so that just leaves 2 and 5, both of which have the potential to be nasty. But you know, right now Mitch is going for the kill here. He's got a 1-zip lead on MaCobra. Closes it out here, he'll move on to the semifinals. Cobra, he's played very well, but his 50-50 gamble in World 6 did not pay off. It paid off for Mitch very nicely. So, let's see what happens. It looks like MaCobra's going down the same path, and there it is. Oh, boy. Oh, Mitch getting bodied by Ludwig.
He got the treatment I got yesterday. That's the exact same pattern I got.
You're right. You're right.
High jump. Yep.
You're right. So a nice break there for MaCobra. He's going to gain some time back here on Mitch.
He's mad. He's mad right now. Yesterday when it happened, I would have been mad normally, but I was just like, you know, this is just not my day.
Oh, MaCobra actually opting to play the second Piranha stage. I think he's hoping for a hammer suit at this point, or you know, another cloud. Mitch,
yeah, I think he's looking for a hammer, probably. World 2 is still out there, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's a 5-hit Luddy. Wow. So 1630 for Mitch. MaCobra, if he keeps it clean here, is going to be about 30-35 seconds back. Going into the 6th world. 2 or 5, chat.
Alright, he's gonna get it as well. No, only single sky jump, okay.
Yeah, he saw the jump, he's like, oh, I think he was ready to make a run at him, and then he's like, oh, wait, no.
Yep.
17
looking like hammer probably wouldn't be very useful here anyway, just based on this configuration. So.
Yeah, it might save you a stage or two, depending on how it breaks. It really depends where that second pipe is. If it's in like quicksand, for example, you'd probably get to skip a stage or two, but that's about it. But if you have a hammer, and it's anywhere but the end, you can save yourself a pipe transition. So there is that.
That's true.
So
it's still worth it if you have one.
Yeah. So we have now tanks. So MaCobra played this in game 1. Mitch did not. He did not end up with anything good though. It was just a star.
Sorry guys, I've had it on the wrong audio. I have now fixed it. We are listening to the leader's audio.
So it was like, and just stars. So vanilla item. Let's see what MaCobra decides to do. He is going to play tanks. Oh, he's going for P-Speed.
Yeah, this will save a little bit of time. Oh, no! Dang. Well, never mind. As soon as I said it.
Yeah, that's kind of a newish strat. You only see it in the Speedrunners edition. It's pretty hard to do. So we have...
Yeah,
Alright,
you have beta stage there. Mitch is out of there. MaCobra can get a little bit of time back here. I imagine they're both going to cloud this last stage here.
Yeah.
And there's...
there it is. The game has to have a funny with us. So MaCobra skipped 7.3 beta. Yeah, I don't have time for this.
Oh. Okay. Well, he probably would have rather played that one than this, although this one's not super long either.
No, it's a one-hit Morton, not very salty today. 1939. So MaCobra still has a cloud to go with in his arsenal here.
Does he? Are you sure? It wasn't his last one? I figured he would have used... Huh. We'll probably get a check here.
No, he's tapped.
I guess he's looking for a Bowser item here.
Yeah, that would be my assumption as well.
And a nice, not randomized stage. Actually, I think there's one enemy randomized in this stage, but you never see it.
Yeah. So, World 1 airship. Mitch having a little trouble here in 4-4, getting those P-Speed strats to go his way. Nice 2-hit on Morton, but MaCobra's still over a minute back. 2042. Cobra does not have a cloud. So no paradox pipe.
Okay, gonna have to go back, play the blue fortress. Yeah, strangely enough, you can still tell which fortress breaks the lock in this world. It is the blue one, except if there are 3 fortresses. It's the only
correct.
thing I can't tell, so.
Yeah. Okay, he's out of cloud. He does not have a hammer. Or does not have a cloud, so he is going to have to play 4-4. This would actually be a good stage to cloud. It's actually kind of on the longish side because of all that swimming. Or F1.
And getting dry bones, you know, just the typical 4F1 experience in Randomizer.
Yeah, pretty much. But he got the star, so he orbs Boom Boom, so it all evens out. So we got a shot at sub 30 here. Mitch going with the frog suit.
Interesting. You know, I might have saved this because they haven't played. Have they played 3F2 yet? I don't think they have.
No, they have not.
Ooh, trying to
Holy!
use the... That'd have been hilarious. I don't think he was sure if that could work either. I wasn't.
Using gamble does not quite pay off, so 3 hits done. 23-35 for 22-35 for Mitch. MaCobra on his way into 4F1, also going top route, and yeah, he gets dry bones as well.
Yep,
all right.
Always getting the double dry bones there. I don't really see a situation where we don't get a sub 30 here. I just, you know, it'd have to be a 9-minute long.
Yeah, well, World 7 took about 7 minutes for Mitch last time, and he won. So we have Super Tanks leading off. Fred. We have 3-pipe Monty after this.
Alright, so we get a forward all the way, right away. You actually love to see this if you're MaCobra, because this is going to give him an opportunity to get back here.
Depends on how he decides to play this after he finishes Super Tanks. He is 58 seconds behind. Alright, so there's regular tanks behind, past a hand. There's Navy and Air Force.
You know, if you're behind, do you just cross the hand and go for it and do the pipe checks? I mean, I feel like maybe.
I don't know if I would. Actually, I would have explored more in the dark area. So that pipe's out. I think I would just kind of follow the line a little bit. So there's our third pipe check. Where's this going to take us? Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
Okay. Unless MaCobra goes top right.
The last one. Yep. Oh, no. Yeah, you just need to go straight to the pipe. Dang.
And MaCobra is exploring, and this is not going to work out for him. Mitch is just a few, just about a minute away from securing the final semifinals spot.
Yep, he's about a clip away here.
Yep, he's gonna check the item, gets his fire flower, so he's set up nicely for 35 fireballs against Bowser.
Nice. MaCobra doing what I like to see. I don't see a lot of people do this, but you got a tail. Take this last pipe. Look at this. So fast.
Yeah, Mitch still going for the clip here. He's got to really making a run at it here. Okay, finally gets it on his, I think that was 8th attempt. So, unfortunately for MaCobra, that's not going to be enough to save him. And he will be swept here. 35 fireballs, all that's needed to take care of Bowser, and MaCobra doing making quick work of him. And I think this is
And
our
yeah,
I think this will be our fastest time of the tournament.
I think you're right. Yep.
In fact, I'm sure it is. I think 27 was our fastest before this. But bring out the GGs. Mitch Flowerpower finishes with an official race time of 26:37. Oh.
And MaCobra's going to finish right behind him here with also a very good time. Probably, you know, factored into how he ended up playing World 8 as well, because he's like, wait, my time's really good, you know? It's tough in these fast seeds, because when you're playing well, and it's, you know, the worlds are short, and the levels aren't too difficult, you know, your opponent might be having just as good of a time.
Alright, and we are welcomed by our winner of today's match, Mitch Flowerpower. GG.
Yo, thanks, guys. It was fun.
Wow. Yeah, that second seed, that's rocket fuel, I think.
Yeah, that was really fast. That was like that World 7 had 1-4. Why?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like everything was basically coming up nice and clean and neat. We are joined by MaCobra52. GG.
GG. GG, Mitch.
Oh, GG, man. Fast seeds, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
that's definitely a plus. Especially
Really,
sub 30.
I'm curious for both of you, since those seeds were so quick, like what did you think going through it? Do you think, you know, am I doing well, or do you think, you know, maybe my opponent's ahead of me and they're having just as good a time as I am?
When they're that fast, I normally think that we're at least on par, because a lot of it was pretty straightforward. Like World 1 was just go down, clear the fort. World 5 was just go to the pipe, clear the fort. World 7, World 7 could have been different, because I went to the first pipe, and then we went to Island 2 that had 4 pipes, but I went right. I don't know if you went down,
No,
MaCobra, or not.
He did the same thing.
Okay, then yeah. So it's. I was like, I hope he went down or like gambled the far pipe in the first island, but yeah, everything else was just super fast. And those World 8s were not, except in Seed 2. Seed 2, the World 8 was like, you might as well just clear all of them before running all the way back.
Yeah. Yeah. What ended up? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, because you had to do like 3 pipe transitions to get back to.
Yeah, and the last 2 pipes were beside each other. They're the last 2 forts, so.
Yeah. What ended up swinging? Game 2 was the 50-50 play in World 6. Those 2 forts. You guessed correctly, Mitch, playing the fort at its vanilla location, and that saved you from having to play 2 forts. So that gave you about a 40-second cushion for most of it, the rest of the way through.
Damn, I was actually going. I got so nervous. I was going to Cloud in that World 3 because we needed a bridge. We beat a fort and unlocked, but I was like, no way, man, because if I Cloud, then I have to come back if there's a lock in front of the castle. That World 3, I wanted a Cloud there, but I didn't.
Yeah, that was we certainly understood the temptation. Like the more we saw, like, boy, this could really pay off. You know, it ultimately ended up being a wash, but both of you did the exact same thing, just differently in terms of routing.
Yeah, cool.
So.
Yeah, I was kind of curious, since you didn't play that fort till later, if you were just going to go play the other, but it ended up being good that you played it, you went back, checked, you got the free pipe checks. As soon as you scroll the screen, you're like, oh, the lock's on the island, so it's free. So that was pretty big.
When I saw the lock, I was like kind of happy, but also sad. I was like, it's better that I didn't take a risk like that. That's like you lose this race. Like,
yeah.
And it's right at the start too. Could have tilted, but that's about it for me.
Yeah, and MaCobra, and they can't even call what happened in World 6 a mistake. I mean, it was just it was a coin flip, but that really was it. But otherwise, you guys were basically matching each other the whole way through.
Yeah, that's like go ahead.
Oh, Mitch clipped 7-1, and then MaCobra goes in with a tail, and he's like, this is easy. Let me do it first try, Mitch.
7-6,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's
seven-
crazy.
Yeah, that was definitely a highlight. And then and game one, I know you had said you were feeling you were feeling behind after those unfortunate early deaths in World One, and then hoping that the double hammer trick gamble would pay off and swing the race around.
Yeah, for
Never
sure.
heard.
It kind of seemed like you felt like you must have been behind just because of the 2 early deaths and decided to go for that.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah,
Against someone like
yeah.
Mitch, he makes very little mistakes, if any, in the execution department. Yeah.
Dude, I died in
Yeah.
Seed 2. I died on the stupid world set. I was so upset about that because, like, why didn't I just wait? Because they always do that stupid, crazy high jump, and I jumped right into him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haxor was saying that the same thing happened to him in game 2 yesterday. So you had double jump, and you collided with him both times. Like, that's. I make that mistake a lot myself. It's like it's so easy. Like you just want to go and jump on the guy. It's like, oh wait, I gotta hold on for a sec here.
Yeah, and he's famous for his high jumps too, right? Like he always
Yeah.
Yeah.
high jumps.
Mm-hmm.
So
that one's tough. I don't know. It's like most of the time you want to challenge him because if you don't, then he's gonna high jump on you. But you got the one pattern that when you challenge him both times, you just die.
He just waited.
Yeah. So Mitch, you're in the semifinals for the 4th straight year. Congratulations on that.
Right on. I think I'm
your
first, second, right?
Yes.
And then
second, third, first. Yeah. So your thoughts on your play leading up to this?
My group stages were not very good because I wasn't practicing all that much, but I've been practicing a little bit more, and I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with it. And just practicing Mario 3 altogether, getting back into the groove has definitely helped my control for Mario for certain situations. So I'm pretty ready. Rando's always a stress-filled 50-50s, so I just you do what you can.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The magic of the coin flips. Today, they really paid off for you. We'll see what happens in your semifinal match with Haxor later this week.
Yeah, and 26-39 or whatever. That was the fastest one I've ever done, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's that is the fastest time in this tournament. I think the fastest I've seen in a race setting. I think it was DLP did like a 26:30 a couple of months ago in a weekly. I think it's like wow. It's like we all finished under 30 minutes in that one.
Yeah, that's nuts. Well, thanks for having me, guys, and GG MaCobra.
Thank you.
GG Mitch.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah, you take it easy, guys.
All right. Thanks, Mitch. Any final thoughts, MaCobra? He's sadly departing about a round earlier than we would have expected, I'm afraid, just because of the draw.
Yeah, unfortunate. What do you do? It's a finals rematch from last year, so it could have swung either way, to be honest. But nah, it's been fun as always. Thank y'all for comms, and thank you for SpeedGaming for hosting as always. You'll see me hosting the Challenge Cup, of course, and who knows? We shall see.
Absolutely. So thanks all. Thanks to our runners. Thanks again, as always, to SpeedGaming. So we have the semifinals this week. We'll see when Haxor and Mitch schedule their match. Wednesday, me, Pro8007, will be taking on Teeks88 at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday in the first semifinal match. And that should be a very good match. Pretty even, I'd say. Two very different styles going head to head. That should be very interesting. and then we'll have the other semifinal. Finals and third place matches are TBD at this point. It's going to depend some on availability. The goal is Friday, July 2nd for the finals. So, but further updates will be provided as we get everything straightened out as far as availability is concerned. But do stay tuned for that.
Sounds good to me. But you know, in the meantime, I believe there's some Challenge Cup stuff that'll be coming up too, as well.
Yep.
Over the next week because they're in their Final Four as well.
All right. So, well, thanks to the Hacksaw for joining me this afternoon for a very entertaining quarterfinal match, and GG's once again to MaCobra and mitchflowerpower for a very good race.
Yep. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.
All right. Thanks, everyone.